Hey everybody, it is Josh Olive here at Haven Comics on Saturday morning. Going to do a quick unboxing for you as soon as I go see who just walked in the front room. In the meantime, hit the like button and hang on because I'll be right back. And hey, I'm back. That was super fast. You wouldn't believe how quickly I can see who came in, especially when they come all the way to the back. Very handy. The person who came in, one of our good friends, great gaming buddy, good guy in general, the masked wonder. That's right, it's Doug. Look at that. You can't get better than that on a Saturday morning. That's good stuff. And because he came in just now, and because I have something I think he's going to be particularly interested in, I'm going to start with that. We just had a box come in. I went ahead and opened it because it was rather heavy, and I thought, what is this? Um, it's a few copies of a book, singular, um, and that book is Monty Cook's Tolus, City by the Spire. Um, Now, if you say that came out a long time ago, you're right. It did. What, 2005, I think, and it was immensely popular. Um, this is for 5e, so it has been updated. And I'm just going to tell you, you can't tell from the front how thick this book is, but look at this. That is 564 pages of RPG goodness. If you wanted to run an entire game set in one city without ever leaving, this is the game for you. Because this city is immense. Let's see who all we got here. We got Nick Ellis in the house. Good morning, Nick. How are you? Want a coffee? Not a coffee guy, no, but I do love me some Coca Cola, some Dr. Pepper, and some Mountain Dew. Not necessarily all together, but they do make me happy. We got Alan Breedlove in the house. Hang on out. I have little to no audio. God dang it. Again, I don't know what to do about it because the exact same setup I have on Thursday nights and my audio works fine. I'm irritated and I've got to figure out something good for that. Jay Thornton is on. Morning, Jay. How are you? Josh Stouffer is on. How you doing, Josh? Glad to have you here. Um, look forward to seeing you soon. Let's see. Coffee and comics are great on Saturday mornings. You know, that does sound pretty good. I'm not going to lie. That sounds pretty good. But back to this monster of a tome here. Tolus, City by the Spire by Monty Cook. Phenomenal book. Now, is it pricey? Yes. Is it more than three times the size of five D&D books? Yes. This is a beast, and the production values are through the roof. This is so thick. I don't know if you can see this. It has, count them, one, two, three bookmarks stitched into it. Not one, not two, but three. Because it's such a big book, you might lose multiple places at the same time. Now we have it in 5e, which we figure is probably going to be the more popular version. But we have the same exact book. Ugh. I'm telling you guys, the sucker's a beast. In the cipher system. So Monty Cook's cipher system, he's got the book in both formats. So if you're more of a cipher system guy, we got it. If you're more of a 5e guy, we got it. If you want it in something else, you're out of luck because it doesn't exist. Unless you go back, way back, and get the old third edition OGL rules. Anyway, beast of a book in stock. Come in, pick it up today, and you'll have something to read for Memorial Day, 4th of July, and probably into Labor Day if I'm not wrong, because this is a monster. All right, Alan, you're already here. It's the one true Zachary. How are you, one true Zachary? We're glad to have you on, sir. Now, stuff that Alan cares about, because he doesn't care about that. Got some more of these old Disneyland magazines. I've been able to find a few of these over the past few months. So, Alan, I know you've got a bug that wants to check this out. So this one is number 43. That's down there pretty good. This one, I got a second one. This one is number 83. So pretty good stuff. Totally dig it. That's awesome. Now, in the world of comics, I got a box of stuff here to show off. It's a random assortment of stuff. Some of it's like, hey, that's pretty cool, and some of it's like, that's weird, but I dig it. Roger Rabbit number one. Now, there's some interesting things about this book. So let's see. One, it's the first publication by Disney Comics, not Marvel, not Gladstone, not anybody else. Disney Comics. They finally created their own brand, their own imprint, right? The editor in chief is Lynn Wine. That Lynn Wine, yes. Um, Incredible. Wow. Weirdness in this book is they don't say who did the art or writing. There are no credits in this book. Uh, don't know. Super weird. Great book. Roger Rabbit #1. You need this because it's awesome and everyone needs that. I'm going to save that one for last because that one's my favorite. And I'm going to save this one for second last because it's my next favorite out of what we just got here. But let's see what all else we got. Not a ton, but some fun stuff. Jumping back to some Disney stuff, we have Mickey Mouse. There's not a number on it. These old ones didn't put numbers on them. But it's Mickey, Goofy, and what looks like Peg Leg Pete are all underwater. Uh, though Peg Leg Pete looks like he's supposed to be there, Goofy and Mickey are not dressed for being underwater. Um, Goofy's holding a pearl, a really ginormous pearl, and a huge shark is trying to eat him, and Mickey is kicking the shark like you do. Check it out. Mickey is giving that shark what for, and Goofy is saying, "Gorge." Oh boy, I'll help you. Come on, Goofy. And why in the world is Peg Leg Pete holding a gun underwater? Like, I mean, these guys look like they're in enough trouble without him needing to hold them up at gunpoint. I don't know. I don't get it. We got a Teen Titans book signed by, I believe, yeah, the inker. Teen Titans. It's pretty cool. Sorry, not the inker, the writer. Signed by the writer. My bad. I feel terrible. Now, for those terrible, just terrible. I feel like I've been hanging out with uh, Charles Barkley. If you haven't seen this bad boy, Raiders of the Lost Ark, #1 from back in the day. Is it worth anything? Not really. Is it a great book? Yes. Super fun. You should purchase this because you need it at your house. Speaking of things that you need, Nick, I don't know if you're still watching. I know I haven't seen Dustin pop on here, but if Dustin is watching, um, he's going to probably want this. Some Jack Kirby goodness on Nick Fury in Marvel, a special Marvel edition, #11. Look at that. Captain America, Bucky, Nick Fury. You don't get better than that. That's just awesome. Now, we all know Snake Eyes has got a movie coming up. We're hoping and praying that it's good and not terrible. Really, really want it to be good. If you want to know some of Snake Eyes' origin, some of that is here in this issue. G.I. Joe #27. His origin is not just him getting kicked off a subway train, but that helps. We have Flash #138, The Human Race. Now, it's not that old, not that 138, Nick. Don't get too excited. It's this 138. It's newer. It's still cool. It's a good book. Um, it's that looks like a dying rabbit down here. I'm not sure what that is, but it's amusing in any case. So there you have it. We got us a funky book there. Now this one is pretty darn cool, just because this was not one that you could find very quickly or easily. On one side, because there's two books in here, we have an ash can for Aliens Defiance, and on the other side we have an ash can for Predator Life and Death. These ash cans have taken off in recent years. They're pretty hot and they're hard to get, and they're especially hard to get in good shape. But these are both in pretty darn good shape. So things to think about, because why wouldn't you? It's awesome. It's good stuff. Walt Disney presents The Swamp Fox, the Robin Hood of the American Revolution. Yes, this was a movie that came out on the Disney's World of Color back in the day, and it also was turned into a comic book. So there you go. Jay Thornton, you say 87, please, but you don't reference what you are 87ing. If you can tell me what you want, we can make sure you get it. Flash. Oh, saved every one of us. That's right. That's a Flash book right there. That is all kinds of goodness. That's 100 pages of pure awesomeness. If you like something to read fast while you're fastly reading, this is the book for you. The Flash. Jay Thornton wants Alien Predator. You got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. You want now, hang on now. I mean I wouldn't hate it, but I would hate it. You know what I mean? They can't they can't blow all of that on in the one movie. You got to give it some time to breathe, man. Come on, come on, come on. Now, for anybody who watches the Thursday night Haven Comics quiz show, and if you don't, you should because it's awesome. Anybody who watches that is going to recognize this from a few weeks ago because this was we had a question about his weapon, and I'm pretty sure he's not using this weapon as it's intended in this instance. But Krull. Oh, we got number one, and we got number two. Number one, number two. So there you go. If you want to pick it up and see what in the heck is the deal with this weapon and why, you can. Right here. We have it. It's amazing. Okay, so it would. That's fine. Don't don't encourage him, Zachary. Come on, man. Speaking of G.I. Joe, we have a G.I. Joe Unmasking. That's right. Number 55. Good book. We should pick it up. We have a ton of G.I. Joe books because I'm a huge fan and I can't help myself. So there's that. Now, this is an unusual one. Comics Reader was kind of like Wizard Magazine, way before Wizard Magazine. And this one is from September 1982. And it's got an art combination you're probably not going to see anywhere else. I've certainly never seen it anywhere else. And so I thought it was really interesting to see. Bill Sienkiewicz, one of my favorite comic book artists out there, inked by Bob Layton, who did all of the Iron Man stuff back in the day when Iron Man was like that brief phase where he was cool in the comics. Um, so we've got Captain America drawn by Bill Sienkiewicz and inked by Bob Layton. You don't see that every day. That's just a really unusual combo, and I wanted to pick it up because I thought that was really cool. So people should know that's awesome stuff. Now, Nick Ellis, I'm going to confess, I picked this up primarily because I thought you might be a sucker for a thing like this. I'm a sucker for G.I. Joe. I thought you might be a sucker for a thing like this. I don't know. But this is an official Dragon Ball Z 4-pack comic series number 3. Look at this. You got 4, count them, 4 Dragon Ball Z comics in this package that came out God knows when. Released throughout the year 2000. So this is 21 years old. This can drink now. Yeah. 4 more years and it can rent a car without having to go through like an act of Congress. Um, Another cool book, and I have to confess again, I have a targeted audience. I thought, he's probably got this, and I'm pretty sure he does. And even if he doesn't, he probably doesn't want it, but he might, because this looks like something right up Justin's alley. That's right, Ewoks, number 1. Tebow, our rainbow bridge is falling. Help! Yeah, that's right. Tebow. Not Tim, the other one. This one. That one. That's not Tim Tebow. A very different guy. Spells his name different too. So I mean, what can you do? But yeah, look at that. Ewoks. All right, now we're on to the last two. The two I saved from the beginning because they were cool. All right, all right. So this one, you just don't see a cover like this in comics anymore. You don't see it. You have to go back, way back to Detective Comics number 333. So that's old. And it is Batman and Robin, with Batman being carried off by a giant elephant and Robin hitting the elephant in the head with a stick. I mean, come on. Clearly, the artist had never seen an actual elephant. or is not that good at drawing things besides people. I don't know. In any case, that's one heck of a book. Check that out. Detective Comics 333, Batman against nature. Usually he just beats up criminals. Rusty. Rusty's in the house. How you doing, man? Good to see you. If you missed the beginning of this, Rusty, I'll just show you real quick. Oh my gosh, because I know this is up your alley. We got these in today. It's that thick. It's so thick it requires three bookmarks sewn into it. Three. Ugh. That is correct. Robin had better watch out because he's going to get in trouble. All right, now, so the last book from this batch of stuff, because this one, you just can't beat this. This is awesome. This is pure awesomeness, and it made me very happy. Did I read it? Yes. Yes, I did. Because I had to. I had to know. It was really important. This is Batman number 118. So this is back in 1958. Um, and yes, Robin, I've become a human fish. He's not pulling a Houdini. Batman can now only breathe underwater. Why? All will be revealed. Or not. They actually pick up in the middle of the story. It's not like, and it's a one-shot story. I mean, that's the comics. They didn't go these big multi-story arcs back then, and this has got multiple stories in it because all comics did back then. But they just start in the middle of the story, and you have to find out later why Batman is a fish man, and he's swinging around on his rope with a glass dome on his head full of water. It's absolutely ludicrous. It makes zero sense, and yet it's wonderful and awesome, and it's a really fun read. Strongly recommend. But we have this in stock right now today. We only got the one, so if you want it, you better be quick on the draw because otherwise it might go home with me forever. Because I love this. I love it. It's so cool. Anyway, so that's it for today. Lots of cool stuff. We got a lot of fun comics, some weird comics, admittedly. Um, Tola City by the Spire, humongous RPG book. Really, really cool. It's a great setting. It's a lot of fun. Ryan Williams in the house. How you doing? Right? Make a movie out of that, DC. Why haven't DC made a movie out of Batman the Merman? They totally should. I agree. Anyway, hope you guys are all having a great time, having a good day, and we will catch you guys later. Swing by the shop today, spend a whole lot of money. Um, I know that sounds like I'm just it's a cheap plug. I know it really is. It's desperate and it makes me sound pitiful. So ignore the pitiful part, but come in and spend a lot of money because it makes me happy. Just think of it as making me happy. That's right. On select items. On select items. We'll talk. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Hope everybody is. What was the tome I was wagging about? One True Zachary. I'll do it one more time. Oh, this thing's so heavy. Um, this is Ptolus, City by the Spire. It's not Ptolus. The P is silent. It's like pterodactyl. Um, anyway, this is a setting for Dungeons and Dragons. This came out originally in a much different format, in a much different way, a long time ago. When it was for D&D third edition. This is updated for D&D fifth edition. We also have exactly one copy in the Cipher system, which is Monty Cook's version of game mechanics. And also in here, I don't know if you can tell, but there is a package. You can see the discolored paper here. That is a package of other stuff that's all sealed up. I think it's a map and some other things like that. So just bear in mind, we've got some cool stuff. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you guys have fun. Have a great Saturday. Have a really good Memorial Day on Monday. Memorial Day is about remembering uh, the soldiers who have lost their lives defending our country. Uh, that's important to remember. So remember that. Think of those folks. Don't just say, "Hey, I'm off work and grill hamburgers." It's important to remember. We set aside a day for that, and that's what that's for. So not to get preachy, but there you go. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Have a good Memorial Day, and we will talk to you guys later.